Hey guys, and welcome to another part of working on the 21st anniversary edition Reliant Robin. Let's get into it. Might need a container because it's going to drip fuel out the line. Thank yous. See if I can manoeuvre this now without it dribbling on me. Because we don't like it when we dribble. That's a good job, isn't it, really? Right, now I've got to wiggle my way under the car and do all this fuel line and hook it all. Said boy, the jack stand.
You don't do that.
No, I've tried not to.
That's what's holding the car.
So what are you doing right now in life? I'm still going to use the plastic on the fuel line because they're good. Rarely ever need changing the plastic fuel lines. Just an overhaul cleaning, really. I don't know what that is. It's silicone. I'm surprised it's still silicone. And this will just...
That's split at the filter and at the other end as well.
Yeah, so we just changed them rubber, basically just changed all the rubber sections and give this a blast through with the airline. And then just give it a clean, get all the crud off it. Other than that, plastic hoses last forever. You know, they don't have any problems. I mean, let's face it, when you put rubber fuel line on, it turns plastic anyway. So you may as well just keep the plastic fuel line. Probably going to have a fuel leak there because that's gone brittle. Well, that's surprisingly hanging on. And the rest is just pretty much push fit. That's ready to come off at any time. Yeah, and then where it goes onto the tank, it's starting to split there. It's already starting to split out the tank as well. Yeah, that's what your rubber lines do. Which is why we're going to keep the plastic line and just change the end bits. So the plastic line fit really nice in the car. So I'm basically just going to cut the rubber line down to suit these, really, and just replace them bits. Simple as that, like, really. Now, I've already replaced the fuel line that goes from the fuel pump up to the carb, so that's fine, that's all fresh. I just need to put a Jubilee clip on it.
Easy move.
Yeah. That's a cut-out version of a fuel line. There you go, if you ever wanted to see that, there you go. Right, so we've now put the fresh fuel hose on. Now, what we've done is we have kept the plastic line and just cleaned it up and blasted it through with a bit of air. Now, the reason why we're keeping the plastic line is because, well, the fuel hose kit that we had wasn't quite long enough, and the clips on the chassis are the correct size to clip the plastic fuel line in. Now, if I had a full length of this type of fuel line, they wouldn't clip in to the existing clips on the chassis, which means we're probably going to have a load of cable ties all the way down the car and probably have to cable tie them to the brake lines that run parallel. Now, I don't think that would look quite as neat, and to be honest, why bother? Because the plastic fuel line is good and it'll probably outlast this rubber hose anyway. So we're going to reuse the plastic line, and as you would have seen, I've cleaned it up pretty nice. It looks almost brand new. We've been out, got some clips, and every single joint has got clips on them. Also put in the new fuel filter. Now, if you are going to install a new fuel filter on your fuel line, it's important to remember that they are only one directional. So if you look, you'll probably see a little arrow there. They usually put arrows on all of the fuel filters, which usually means the direction of travel for the fuel. And if there isn't any arrows, the easiest way to tell which way around it goes is the main bowl will be the fuel coming in, and then on the filtered side is usually the fuel going out, which will be the direction usually towards the carb or the engine. So that's it, it's all set up, and now it's just time to fasten it into the car. When it comes to the fuel tank, it's awkward to be able to see where you're connecting So you could even drop the fuel tank down just a little bit. It's only held on by 3 bolts. So you could drop it down. Just if you're doing that, try to do it on an empty tank or a low tank. If it's a full tank, pretty damn heavy. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put the front end on first, work its way to the back. If we can't get it hooked in over the tank and get it in that way, we'll just drop the tank down a couple of inches and get it on that way. And then the fuel line is complete. Spit on it.
Bobby dropped it. You're not in the frame of mind for this bullshit.
I'm really not. I won't go home. I am home. That's what makes it horrible. One day it'll all be worthwhile. See why the rubber wouldn't work. Why is there a nut on the bloody brake there?
Stop it falling.
There's on this side as well. I wouldn't mind if it'd actually fit over the cable, but it doesn't. No, this is the part that people don't see, mate. It's me under here thinking about my life's choices and why I'm staring at fiberglass and rust with a cold spine, an aching foot, a dead hand, and I don't know, a decaying spine.
But you're not complaining.
I'm not complaining, no. Doesn't even look like this thing's come off in about 20 years. Jesus. Need a hammer.
I'm glad I'm thought of this.
I don't know if that's coming out. I don't think it is. I think that's rounded. Oh no, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Honestly, I thought we were going to have to get another sump for it then. I mean, I could do with one.
Yeah, it's a bit knacked. Big leak around it as well.
God, that's thin. Bloody hell. That is thin. Morning, Damper. Morning.
Here comes Dean.
Right, folks, so now we have completed all of the engine work, so to speak. So if you just have a quick look in, you'll see what we have done. So the new water pump has been fitted. The alternator has been tensioned. This side we have a new fuel pump fitted. The distributor has been all rebuilt using some of the new bits as well. You might have noticed this did have a ballast resistor on the side of the coil. Now this being the Mark II doesn't need one because the wiring for these are already ballasted. So that has been removed and we have rebuilt the carb. The carb is all fitted and adjusted. Now when it comes to doing this, if you want to adjust your carb, you back that out, give or take around 3 to 4 full turns out. You might see on the bottom of the brass nut there, I have made a scratch mark. Now that gives me a reference mark, so when that goes around and comes back to there, that's 1 full turn. So I'd probably go about 4 total turns out. That should give you a rough area where the car will run. We have adjusted the choke cable, so the choke is adjusted where it should be, as well as the idle. Now, I'm fairly confident with this. We have done an oil change. We have also done a coolant change, so all that seems to be good. Now, it's just time to see how well and if she'll fire up. Now, you will remember on part 1 just how hard this car was to start. Hopefully, we don't have that problem. If I've done things correctly, which I think I have, we should be able to get the car to fire up, let's say first to second turn. Anyway, let's check it out. Okay, so we'll go about quarter to half choke. Let's have a look. Now the engine is nice and cold. So I pull the choke out about between quarter and half choke. Turn it on. And let's see if it's a first turn. What do you reckon? Let us know in the comments right now if you think it's going to be a first turn or it's going to take more. So let's go for it. Are you ready? Look at that. Beautiful. Just leave it on choke a little bit, just let the coolant circulate, let the engine warm up a little bit, let the oil pressure build up, get round the engine. And I don't know about you, but that sounds really, really healthy. And it doesn't sound like she's missing. Revs up nice, it comes down nicely, so that carb's adjusted really, really well. The dashpot's working as it should, because you've got that nice pickup and that drop down. That's nice, there's no rev up, it doesn't hang, it doesn't slowly come down, it doesn't rev up and then drop in revs and then come back. So we have no air leaks, which is great. It also means that the carb's adjusted correctly. She's not running lean, she's not running over rich. I'm really happy with that, that sounds fantastic. Let's see if we knock it off choke completely. Nice. That sounds really, really healthy actually. Now let's see if there's any stuttering, so I'm gonna rev it up a little bit, just hold the revs there, see if it'll kind of bounce around or it'll just stay nice at that RPM. Feels solid. Beautiful. Beautiful. Why can't my engine run like that? Let's back it out the garage and see what it's like under load. Right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to back it out the garage and see what the car's like under load. Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to use no throttle. I'm just going to use a bit of clutch and just see if the torque in the engine is good enough just to pull the car on its own. That's working quite nicely. Cool, I'm on the step, so I'll back it out. Now I'm just in second gear, just gently towing on the throttle, and the torque of that engine is pulling very, very well indeed. So pull it back in. Really, really happy with that. So I'm going to do something that I call the flick test. Now what I do is when I do work to an engine or I build a new engine, my flick test is I'll go to the key and I'll just flick it like that and see if the engine will just fire straight up and just purr. So if you come around here, let's have a look and see if it will pass the flick test. I think that's a pass. I'm rather happy with that. And listen to it purr. Well guys, that is it for this episode. If you've enjoyed this episode, let me know down below in the comments section. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And with that being said, I'll see you on the next one.